Welcome back, everybody. And yes, you can be the type of girl that I can be down for. This is She and I. I am your host, B-Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
I looked at you. I looked at India.
Tell what kind of day this better be.
I lost my voice this weekend because I was doing too much a little bit. Every time I talk a lot on the microphone during the weekend, I lose my voice. You know what I mean? You know what it is, though? It's not necessarily me talking a lot. When you go outside, we've all experienced this, right? We go outside, we go to a club, we go to a lounge, and to us, we think we're talking at a normal tone. But the entire time that we were out, we were yelling. Just loud.
But I ain't go out. I don't go out no more. He's the one that's been out.
See, all right, let's pause for a second. Like, what's the problem?
What do you mean, what's the problem?
We're wanting to go out a little bit here and there.
You're not going out a little bit here and there. You've gone out every week.
Let me get done.
For like the past 3 weeks. What are you talking about?
Well, what's the problem, right? So I don't understand the problem with wanting to go out and just celebrate life a little bit. I would like to go out with her.
But you're not. You're not making no plans. You make plans with everybody but me.
Everybody else gives me the options and they say, hey, can we link up either Wednesday through Friday? And then I'll come back.
So I got to tell you the option.
No.
I got to do that as your wife.
I can't even get a word out yet.
Because what's starting to come out of your mouth don't sound logical.
Yes, it does.
At all.
Let me get done. They say, man, I'm free Wednesday through Friday, right? Then I come back to her and I say, hey, the homie wants to go out between Wednesday and Friday. What are you doing in those days? Now, she tells me her Pilates schedule and everything else she has to do. And I say, all right, great. I'm going to slot my time in with the homie right here. Then we're going to go out. And then that be that on that. Now, when she talking about she wants to go out, we are going to rewind a little bit. Long time ago, probably episode like 180 something, where she and I talked about what it's going to take for us to start to go on more dates. Now, y'all remember probably, we had to get a camera. Checked it off a list. Care.com, she said no to that. I told her, we need to find somebody we trust consistently to watch.
I'm quite honestly tired of talking about this because at this point we have options. And you're not finna just put no random person in our house. And that's that on that. Like, we had a person come. I did not trust her. And that's the end of it. So you just gonna have to trust what I'm feeling and call it a day.
So one person, and I'm cool with it, right? One person though. However, when this was proposed earlier on, she told me, and I do everything I gotta do, right? Cameras, check. XYZ, check. She told me, get the camera, then I'll figure out the rest. I have done my part.
You have not. You have not. You bought the cameras. You ain't made no plans. What am I finding babysitters for? We have no plans. We have no dates.
Man said.
We have nothing. Like, what am I planning? It's not like you saying, hey, India, I plan for us to go here on this day. Can you find a sitter? You're not doing that. So what are the plans?
I got to catch, clean, and cook the food. I'm telling you, it's hard being me.
You cook no food. You prepare nothing.
She took this analogy, right?
I don't care. Because you're making it seem like you do everything and you're doing the very least. Like right now, you are in a very self-focused time of your life. And that's fine.
Let's get it.
That's fine. But again, what we talked about weeks ago.
What's Cisco say?
I'm getting the short end of the stick.
Me. Oh, Cisco, Maya said that.
Are you listening?
Yeah, short end.
You're not. I'm getting the short end of the stick.
I don't believe
again.
Out.
Blake has his time.
Okay.
Your friend they got their time.
Okay.
Now you booking DJ gigs. He done had 3 fucking DJ gigs back to back.
What's up, homegirl? Give it up to my homegirl. And happy birthday, Danielle. She turned me 30. What's up, though?
What are we doing?
What you mean, what we doing?
Nothing.
I'm trying.
No, you're not.
It's funny, right? One day, I'm just going to stop working. I'm just going to start dating. You know what I mean?
It has nothing to do with you working.
I work hard and hustle the way I do.
No, you're not, Beard. The DJ and stuff is not a hustle. You do that because you enjoy it. You barely charge people.
Well, because I like doing it.
Like you do it for damn near nothing. But so then you're not gonna add that to the hustle. That's not a hustle. And I don't say nothing about that because you enjoy it.
Whoa.
That's an activity that you genuinely enjoy.
See, now she's taking shots at me. But
see, I'm taking shots at you.
I'm a bigger person. I'm gonna try to progress this conversation because I didn't necessarily like that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna progress. No. I want to progress it to show you guys how mature I am. I could have said some things. I had some things on the tip of my tongue. So fellas, look, learn from me. Some things that you know deep down in your body, it's not even worth the comment. This is really gonna be my relationship later on. So I know what I got a burning sensation in my gut right now. I almost had diarrhea at the mouth right then, but I decided to back off because is it worth it? You know what I mean? I let her get that one off, but she got it off, and I got upset. It hit me.
Bear, why did it hit you?
Let me get done. But because I'm me, I know that I can just. She said what she said. I can move on and do a hell of a pod. If I was going to say what I was going to say, it was going to be a grudge throughout the pod, throughout the week. So in order to save myself, come on, somebody, I'm going to keep on going. Tell them how your week was, Queen.
No, Bear, because I'm going back to it. You got pissed off because you said that the DJing thing is not a hustle. It's literally not a hustle. It's something that you are very good at, that you enjoy doing it.
Two things can be true. I can hustle my way up. Like you can't. They said a line on Belly that I have come to say a lot lately. You got to put the weed in the bag first, right? I just can't jump out there and be like, oh, I'm the greatest DJ at this. Yeah, I know, man. I'm doing this because you're right. I love it. I enjoy DJing. Now, don't y'all go trying to hit me up and everybody book me at one time because yesterday's price might not be today's price. However, I do enjoy DJing and I do like doing it for good people. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a good person and you solid, I probably won't charge you a little bit of nothing because I like doing it and I like you as a person. But if I don't necessarily know you, then I'm going to get my bread. Now, what I got offended over is because you just act like that it's the word or the phrase, it's not a hustle, really just irked me. It hit me hard because I feel like that everything that you do, that you put your time, energy, and effort to, I don't care if you're getting paid for it or not in the beginning. It's your hustle. It's something that you're trying to build up and you're hustling towards being great. Shit, when you play basketball, like you're not getting, I'm saying like in the playground. You're playing basketball and you're hustling for the ball. Hustle plays. Hustle plays sometimes will win the game. So what I'm saying is it's a hustle because I'm hustling towards being great. I'm hustling towards getting better. I'm not saying a necessarily hustle to go out here and just be a billionaire. Even, I'm gonna be a billionaire. But you can't just say, you can't sit here and another wise man said, you can't sit here and knock the hustle.
Okay, well, I didn't know that this was supposed to be a hustle. I just thought that it was something that you were doing.
I want to be great.
You genuinely enjoyed it.
And I love it.
And you just needed like an escape away from the house. So, again, back to my original comment.
All things can be true.
You got all this other shit going on.
And see, now she got, oh my God. See what I'm saying? I'm sitting there calm and relaxed. Look how she treating me.
That's not how you treat me because you're still not doing what you said you're going to do. You're very good at doing all the things that you said you're going to do when it comes to your business, your career, your hobbies, and Blake.
So basically, she just saying I ain't even a good husband. Boy, I'm about to leave this set right now. I'm leaving and I ain't coming back. I think I do a hell of a job, man. But you know what? Why is it always on Me, but I'm not this type of guy. Because I don't want to pick this fight right now. I want to have a successful pod. Tell us.
I don't know if it's not all on you or what. If you got something to say, then you need to start saying it. I was planning on booking an appointment with Mr. Mickles this week.
But you know, as you should. You go to the gym, we do everything else, but we should. But what I'm saying is this, right? Why is it that every time it's something that dealing with dates or something dealing with something else, that it always has to fall or be on my shoulders to do? Like I said, I have done the due diligence to go out here and provide all the protection the house could need. I've gone out here and we discussed this early on and put all these things in place. Now, let me get done because you about to hop in, you ready. Boy, you can't even get a whole phrase out. Now that the cameras are in place, that the security systems are aligned, it feels like to me that you want me to go plan the date first, tell you the date is planned. Then once I do that, then you'll start scrambling to try to find somebody to watch Blake.
That's not scrambling. That's not scrambling. Don't use that phrase, because it amazes me that you just
had a little too tight.
Feel like you don't know what to do when we've already discussed these things. It's like now you all of a sudden don't know how this is supposed to go. I don't know what wife doesn't still want to be desired and dated.
What you mean?
Like,
I feel like I do try to desire and not try. I do desire you, but I do try to date you. In what ways
do you show me that?
I show you that, and listen, we all show things in different ways, so don't take my way as the right way. I show you the things that through actions, through going out to make sure that everything in the house is settled, and then when I see your plate is getting full, even though my plate could run its over, I always try to step in to make sure everything is all right. Always. 100% of the time. And you may be thinking to yourself, hold on, let me get done. You may be thinking to yourself, hey, that's not showing me that you desire me or that you desire to take me out. And then I'm going to flip it and say, yes, it is, because what I'm trying to do now is take things, remove things off your plate to make room for you to then go out and for us to then go out and explore and do other things. But how can I do all the stuff that I need to do, take things off your plate, then go out and say, all right, now let's date. Why can't you step in and do something? Is what I'm saying. What have you stepped in to do?
There.
Throughout all this.
I've already told you.
Talk to him.
Like I've already told you. And then you didn't even answer the question. Like you didn't properly answer the question. I said, in what ways are you showing me? It's showing me that. And basically what it amazes me it amazes me how you dance around this so much.
Let me answer the question
because what you're saying is that the way that I show you this is by paying for stuff and taking care of stuff. That is what you're saying, because that's what you do, Barrett. You was like, I take care of the house. I make sure that everything is taken care of. That's what you do. That's what you do. So I'm confused. It's like, how is that translating to us spending time together? It's not.
Exactly. So listen though, I've done all this stuff. The plate might still be a little thick, but it's not as full as it was. Some people don't like their food touching. I'm one of those people. So in this situation, I'm removing a place on the plate for us to add something else in. I am trying to figure out at this point, how can we add something else in? And why haven't you're putting it all on me, but why haven't you taken that step to then go out and plan or go out and get the babysitter and say, hey, I got the sitter for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Any of those days, we need to figure out to do something. At that point, I can then go out and pick a day. I can plan a hell of a day. You know what I'm saying? But until that time, I don't want to feel like I'm scrambling to be in a chokehold to find somebody to keep Blake. That's all I'm saying.
To me, it just sounds like an excuse.
It's no excuse.
Like, yes, it does. Because to me, I'm telling you, like, I just want you to take initiative and be like, hey, I planned something nice for us to do. can you find somebody to watch Blake? Like, and the thing is, I'm gonna always find somebody to watch him. There's like, out of his 4 years of life, out of his 4 years of life, I have only not been able to find somebody to watch him maybe once or twice, and those are both like last minute occasions.
Pretty good odds.
So, like you're saying, it's like it's not possible for me to find somebody to watch him. That's literally it. But the reason why this conversation came up in the first place is because, to me, from me looking at you, it's very easy for you to find time for you to do other things.
You know why it's so easy? And that's a good point. You know why it's so easy for me to find time to do other things is because I know I have a wife who can then watch, or who's going to make sure that Blake is going to be okay. I know I have somebody who's going to make sure that Blake is good while I go off and do other things. Same for you. We usually take, if you came to me right now, listen though, if you came to me right now and said, listen, I want to go out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm going to say, okay, bet. Let me know the times. I'll stay at home and watch Blake. Will I not say that?
But I don't want to go out.
It's not the question. Let's see.
I mean, yeah, you would say that, but here's my thing. The time is still not being balanced. So I don't want to go out. I'm pregnant. It's not fun for me.
So because she don't want to go out, I can't go out either.
That's not what I'm saying. You're just not making time for me.
But I'm trying. Let me tell you. All right. Well, then too. Let me tell you what's in place. I had my task to do. I did my task. And like you said, I didn't answer your question. Let's go back to mine. I put in place parameters that will ensure when we leave the house, we can have an enjoyable night and not worry about what's going on at home with Blake, because we have cameras now, right? Her job, or in this case, not her overall job, but in this situation, her job, Indy, your job, let me get done my entire phrase. So you be ready to react, and I listen. And that's the thing. Y'all criticized me in the beginning of the podcast early on. I listened. Y'all said, oh, you be cutting her off. And I said, all right, y'all might be right. Let me shut the hell up and listen. That's what I do. I try to listen intently. Now, it is flipped. I can't get the other word out. But let me say what I was about to say. Your job in this situation was to go out and find a babysitter. The first one did not work. She's shaking her head no already. Can't even get done with that point before it's... Body language also talks to people. If somebody is talking to you and they're trying to express a point and you might not agree with their point, soon as you start being negative or start doing stuff like this, that's not going to make the situation better. You think the people want to see that? Oh, nobody wants to see that. However, your job was to go out and try to find a sitter. You could have went to care.com, Timbuktu, Kalamazoo.com. I don't give a damn where you found it. As long as you trusted her and felt good about it, I'm going to always roll with you. First person you said you didn't trust her and feel good about. I said, cool. After that first time, it stopped.
Again, at this point, it's an excuse.
Call it what you want.
And I'm tired of talking about it.
Okay.
At this point, it's an excuse because if I don't want random people in my house watching my children, that's just what it is.
And it is what it is. And you're right.
And at this point, Blake has like 5 people that can watch him that we trust.
And all I'm asking now, like, listen, it's always a caveat with her. I do specifically what I have to do. I don't care if you tell me to go build a goddamn satellite dish with a camera around the house. If that's what it's going to take, that's what I am going to set out to do. It might cost money, or we might have to get somebody to come build a damn thing, but I'm going to set out to do that. On the other hand, when it comes to her doing whatever it is, I'm talking about basically whatever it is, it's always going to be either halfway done or some type of excuse behind it. But it's always me. So I'm going to tell you like
There's nothing being halfway done. I've made my decision to not want random people to watch my children.
That's
now, I mean,
perfectly fine.
When this baby gets here,
so I can throw these cameras. I need to get a refund. This was $500.
When this baby gets here, I probably will have to have somebody come over here to help out, while I go teach and, do my events and all that kind of stuff. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But as far as Blake and him being like as verbal as he is, and him being able to tell me like exactly what's going on, and he had, like I said, he has people here that he absolutely loves and adores already.
We talked about it. But
so I'm not understanding. So even if I was to go back to Care.com and try to interview somebody else to come over here, at the end of the day, that should not be stopping us from spending time with each other, because we have people in place that can do that until I'm ready to find somebody else.
And I agree with that. However, all I'm telling you is to let me know when that day comes. I don't like to have the people that we have to watch Blake are friends and friends that we consider family at this point. You know what I mean? I don't want them to feel like we're asking them something at the last minute, or we're trying to like shuffle things around to get Blake in. No. I never want them to feel like that. I want to be able to call one of them and say, hey, if today is August the 8th, we're going out on August the 18th. You heard the bud. We're going out on August the 18th. And if you tell me, hey, I got Lola ready to run for August 18th. So this on you. The next step is on you to plan something. Cool. I'm going to plan out the best thing. It's still a surprise because she don't know what it is. The only thing she knows is that we're going somewhere on August 18th. I think what we're saying we're kind of in agreement, but the only thing about it is we have to work together. This shouldn't be all on one person, man. Everything shouldn't be all on one person.
It's not all on you, but I also don't understand what is your issue with using our village that we have, know, and trust. Because your mama never had random people watching you.
But my grandma lived 2 minutes from my mama right now. I can run to my grandma's house from my mama's house in 2 minutes.
Your grandma, your auntie.
2 minutes.
And the people that we have here love Blake. It is never a burden on them to watch him.
So, back to what I said.
But you're making it seem like it's a burden.
No,
and we've talked about this before. Like we even talked about this in therapy. So that's why I don't understand how we keep coming back to this.
It's not that, y'all. I'm telling you.
You literally just said, I don't want us to wear our welcome out with them. I don't want us to.
You're right.
Like, that is our village.
I never want anybody to feel obligated they have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm paying somebody, then you ain't got no choice. This has become your obligation because now I am paying you for a service. However, would I not like to pay somebody? You damn right. Everybody wants to not spend money, but I also want to let my friends and my family know that my gratitude is towards them and not predicated on them watching Blake. I like them because I thoroughly like them. I don't want them to think that I'm using them or anything like that. And I think I got to get out let me get done. Jesus Christmas. I think I might have to get out of my own way in order to let people know that. You know what I'm saying? So that may be something I need to deal with. And I admit that. Here my hand is right here. I'm him. So once I get out of my way, everything probably will be smooth. But why can't we have both, right? Why can't we have a village plus a backup? If the backup is not what you want to do right now, then let's find somebody, get to know that person, and then bring them in. It's ways to do everything that we're asking for. It's a compromise built in somewhere, but I can't find somebody to compromise with because obviously I have a baddie who's also a maddie. You know what I mean? Like, how can we compromise when every time we have these type of conversations, I'm getting the side eyes, neck rolls, head shakes, negative looks. I'm getting all of the above. I'm sitting there just happy as a lamb. Happy with I can't say that.
Because I think it just always goes back to you, like, you don't hear me. You don't hear me. You hear the actual words that are coming out of my mouth, but you're not listening for comprehension. Like you rarely ever are. So I don't know what you want me to I don't know what you want me to say. You don't comprehend what I say.
Now, not only did I comprehend, I admitted not even 30 seconds ago that I may need to get out of my way from feeling like I'm using my friends and family, and then just really lean into them. I just admitted that. So how am I not listening? I comprehend that we need to spend more time together. I comprehend all this, but by me comprehending that is also saying is, can I get some assistance in ushering things along? I can't be the only one sitting here trying to find time. Bro, I can't be the only one. And it's all I'm saying. Oh, now you quiet. She had a mouthful to say a minute ago. Now she don't want to say that. When we gonna start having some real talk?
Because I'm tired.
I want to have real talk.
I'm tired of like you. Like I said, I'm exhausted on you not understanding, and so I don't even understand. What's even more confusing about you not wanting to use the people that we already have? It ain't like we're using them all the time because we don't go out. We're not doing anything. So,
and this is a real question right now. I don't care what y'all say. Judge me. I'm finna shoot. We finna have some real talk. We finna have some real talk. Every husband out there right now, a wife too. You might be, listen, you love your spouse. You love them to death. But how could you want to go out with somebody that always has an attitude about something? That's always mad about something.
Okay, so there it is. There it is. So you don't want to make plans because you think I have an attitude about something. That's what you should have said there from the jump. No. So now you don't want to take me out because you think I always got an attitude.
Right now you do.
That's where it's coming from.
Right now.
That's where it's coming from.
No, right now you do. We're like,
so if we're just talking about this particular moment, then there's no reason for that to be said, because obviously I'm frustrated in this moment because, again, you're not hearing me. It's just like,
but and this is why
therapy is so important, because we always need a mediator.
That's a fact. Y'all be our mediator. Let us know.
For whatever reason, only some other people can make him like understand what I'm saying. So
how many times on this episode have I told you and then went back and stated what you said? But let's have some honest talk. If you sit around every day, anybody out there, and you see your significant other mad, complaining, got an attitude, looking at you upside your head, and when you feel like you're doing everything right, and at the end of the week or in the middle of the week or during the week, they want you to take them out, what you gonna do? You gonna try to make a plan with somebody who's visibly frustrated with you? Let me know, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the frustration or the attitude arises because I haven't been taking her out. Well, if that's the case, let me know. And I'm making other things, like she said. I'm making time for other things that may be an escape, because God bless. How much can you sit around the house with somebody who is frowning? Help me help us. I want to take you out, but I also want to smile. Look, you can't even smile right now. You got the clay face. She has the clay face right now.
Because again, I don't know how many other ways I can say that I'm exhausted with this conversation. Like,
somebody's going through the same thing right now. Talk about it.
Yesterday, you probably thought I had an attitude.
I didn't even think about it yesterday, really.
And
see, that's what we always assume. Like we assume shit.
You just weren't helpful. Like with anything yesterday, it's like everything that I needed, I had to ask you for. And to me, it was just kind of like,
we got to talk about a lot of stuff, man. And I'm not going to talk about it on this podcast.
I'm confused.
I'm not going to talk about it on this.
So it's like, and then a lot of times you think I have an attitude when I really just be tired. Like, I just really be absolutely exhausted. Like, yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday's supposed to be a day of rest. I didn't get to rest at all yesterday.
But hold on, some of the stuff is self-inflicted.
What's self-inflicted?
Why didn't you get to rest yesterday? Besides at night, like why didn't you get to rest?
Yesterday morning, I got up, did laundry, watched everything on the bed, made a grocery list. I got up, cooked breakfast for y'all. I cooked lunch for y'all. And then I got ready. I went to teach my 2 classes. After that, I got home from teaching the classes. I had just left the store. I came home. I cooked dinner. And then pulled Blake's clothes out for school. Then went back out so that I could prepare breakfast for today.
But you,
and it was just like...
She did all this. She did a hell of a job.
Not a thank you. Not I appreciate you. Nothing.
But see, we can't start doing it, right? And this is why I don't want it. I never want to be in a place where we start to get like this. And if we are, we need to figure some stuff out. I'm never going to write down a laundry list, right? That's why I let her get done. Because I don't think that's right for anybody. You have established a household with somebody that should be a supporting cast member, should be your partner. Hell, they may be LeBron, you may be Dwayne Wade. You may be Dwayne Wade, they may be LeBron. Everybody should pick up or participate in doing whatever it is to make the house run successfully, right? When you start figuring out a laundry list of things you've done, you ran down them.
It's not a laundry list, but I literally said I didn't get a chance to sit down yesterday. You said it was self-inflicted.
But
what ways was it self-inflicted?
I'll let you get done. If you start listing out things you've done, like keeping a tally, right? I don't think anybody wins. I don't think anybody wins. You start like, I did this today. He didn't do this. I did these 2 things today.
Did I mention anything that you didn't do?
I'm just saying this is like a list. This is an ongoing list. This is a listicle right now.
I never mentioned anything that you didn't do.
All right. Well, let me stop for a second. Let me back up because she didn't. So I don't think you should just keep a running tab of anything that you do in your head. And then keep those tally marks and remember how that said person did or did not do what you expected them to do. I don't think that's right for anybody. I don't think that's healthy for any relationship.
Are you feeling like some sort of guilt or something about yesterday? Because again, I didn't bring you up. I mentioned the stuff that I did. I was exhausted.
Before you said,
so,
why you yelling?
By the end of the night,
before you said that,
I was up still cooking at like 9:30 at night. It would have been nice to be like, hey, do you need help with something? Or, hey, when you get done, do you want to come over here and watch a show with me or something? No.
We don't even like the same shows, y'all, first of all. We don't even like that. I'm just keeping it real. We don't like. What was I watching yesterday? Point Guards. Matter of fact, hell of a show on Showtime, too. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Point Guards. Throughout that entire time, you did all that. I saw you doing all that, and I listen. I want to step in, but we know once again when it's time to get in the kitchen, it's not an excuse. So we both feel like this. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. Too many people in the kitchen. Somebody got the hell out. We got a nice sized kitchen, but somebody got to leave because 2 people can't be in here at the same time. So boom, right there. Put Blake to bed. Gave him his bath, did all that stuff. Whoop de whoop. So I'm like, we can't start tallying up things that somebody else is doing. That is just not cool. If you felt the way, should have said, "Hey man, come over here and do something. Come over here and help. Can you go?"
I did.
Did I not do it?
I did. So I walked. Remember what happened when I walked in the house yesterday?
Talk about the potatoes.
Yeah.
This finna be your example. It's gonna be the hill you die on today. Potatoes.
So I walked in the house again, and I wanted to hurry up and get dinner started because we were trying to get Blake down for bed early.
Gotta get a new schedule
for school.
Got to do it.
So I walked in the house and I was like, "Hey, I'm really hungry. I just need to sit down and have a quick snack. While I'm having this snack, can you wash the potatoes and peel them real quick?" Yeah, but I was about to sweep the floor. I was about to do, and so then he goes around the room and does all these things. And then before you know it, I'm done with my snack. And then he wants to get the potatoes. And so I was like, well, I don't need you now. I wanted to expedite the process. That's why I asked you, could you peel them while I was having my snack?
No.
And so
now watch this.
That's an example of me asking you to help me.
Now watch this. What'd you say I was doing?
Period.
I just
when
asked.
I walked in the house, you didn't have a broom in your hand.
I was standing up, walking towards the broom to sweep the floor.
So
right?
Again, you know that I'm the one that's cooking the food. And so if I walk in and ask you, could you take 2 seconds to wash and peel the potatoes? You couldn't have paused sweeping the floor to help me so that I could go ahead and get the food going?
When I got done sweeping, though, it didn't take me that long to sweep. It took about max 3 minutes. So just because, let me get done, because I know you ready. Just because I didn't drop what I was doing right then to adhere to you wanted me to cut and peel the potatoes, now you're upset. Instead of letting me get done sweeping, once I got done, I walked towards the potato. At that point, she was already in her feelings. Kiki, she was already in her feelings because I didn't drop the broom when she asked me to peel the potato. Now, I was walking that way after I got done sweeping. I already got it, not 8. I stood up, I did it. Well, listen, man. You know what I did? I just walked off. Because what's the point of arguing? And you know what I mean? It's no point. You got it from here. Like, I'm sorry. You got it from here. Like, if you want to go, you want to take this route and be this stubborn, go ahead.
I can't make
I'm about to go watch Showtime Porn Gods. Boy, Stephon Marbury.
I can't make it make sense to you.
I can't make it make sense to you.
Like, and then again, you went and sat down. Then I had to ask you to go ahead and bring him upstairs to put him in the bathtub because again, I was trying to expedite the process.
And I was
like of the whole night. But had I not asked you to get up, y'all still would have been down there watching TV.
Me and my guy was watching basketball. But that's the thing. It's crazy to me. Had I not. Well, you did. Once you did, it got done. You know what I'm saying? You asked, and I went and did it. So it's not like it didn't get done. It just didn't get done the way she wanted it to get done. And now we have a problem. And I don't think that's fair in a relationship. A relationship is about working together.
Hey, but you're not working with me. You're not. If I'm the one who has to go, you don't like going to the grocery store. That's fine. If I'm the one who has to go buy the groceries.
Absolutely not.
Put the groceries up. You don't offer to put the groceries up and cook the food. I asked you to do one thing. Make it make sense. It's not making sense to me.
I don't know how that's not making sense to you right now because I did everything you asked me to do.
You did it.
You took the potatoes from it. We're not finna talk about
it.
Potatoes? Again, we talking about potatoes, not the game.
As my teammate,
potatoes.
You're supposed to help me. And you just said I tried to take things off your load, but you didn't. Because, like I said, Bear, I just need to sit down, take a couple minutes to eat this real quick. By the time I'm getting done with that, you should be done with the potatoes. I didn't even tell them to cut them up. I said, can you just wash them and peel them? That's it.
My question still remains. If I am sweeping the floor in the house, after I got done sweeping the floor, could you not wait for me to then do the potatoes and you start doing something else? That's just a question. You were upset, right? Just be honest, you were upset by that time.
Yeah, because it wasn't making sense to me. Like, why can't you stop what you're doing to help me? Like, when I left the house, you and Blake both were taking a nap. Like, I'm taking no nap. Y'all got to sleep. Y'all been chilling. Y'all been watching TV. I come in the house. I asked you for one thing. Like, how is this not making sense to you?
One day, I'm going to be able to come on here and just have some real talk on this podcast. But it won't be today. Because we got to go to therapy first so I can get these feelings out. Because I can't do it for y'all. You're right.
No, you don't even have to say you're right. I don't want nobody saying you're right to stuff that they don't believe in. Like, no.
It's all. Sometimes
you don't believe that, don't say it. You don't believe that, so don't say it.
I don't. But it's all right. We're going to figure it out, all right? See? Stubborn. And that's the problem. You got to let yourself go and be free, man. Be free. Beyonce said you won't break my soul. Let yourself be free. You can't live, like, I'm cool. I'm not mad at all. Right now, after we got the podcast, do you know, let me tell y'all something. She's going to be mad for the rest of the day. Tell him. Just be honest with him. Tell him.
No, I'm not. I got stuff to do today. When we get done with this, we're going to go pick Blake up from school.
Not right now.
I got a lunch meeting. I got a chiropractor appointment. I'm not even going to be here.
See what I'm saying? But now, still, she gets mad with me.
I don't even know what you want me to say.
What talk?
Go back to your list.
No, I can't go back to the list. I got nothing to do with it. She done messed up the whole Florida podcast.
I didn't mess up the whole Florida podcast. You just gotta understand like how frustrated for you to. But it's
my girl messed me up so bad. I don't even know what to say right now.
Because our therapists be like, y'all have to explain to each other like what's going on, and then I sit there and explain it, and it's just like it just go in one ear and not the other. Because it's just like when you talk to somebody that just don't understand nothing that you're saying, it's just like we should have called California Blankets 20 minutes ago.
We should have, but we were on the road. This is a good conversation. Somebody out here is going through the same thing right now. Y'all don't want to admit it. Y'all know y'all trying to find time. It's hard, man. It's a delicate balance between work, life, family, wife. Everybody got to be happy. You know what I'm saying? It's a delicate balance. Can I do better? Absolutely. Will something end up falling a little bit short? Absolutely. It's stuff that I've asked for. It's stuff that she's asked for that hasn't or have not gotten done yet. And, you know, I take offense to it. She takes offense to it. But at the end of the day, if we're going to be together, we got to come together and figure out how we're going to work past it. And it's something we got to talk about in therapy because it's a lot of stuff that I feel like are falling short that could be elevated. And it's a lot that, well, obviously, she just pointed out hers right then. So this is what I'm saying. I got to do better. Like, what you want me to say? Plan a date. But, I mean, I'll plan a date. You find a sitter. I got the camera. So now what else? Like I said, it's all about me, right? So I'm doing everything I got to do. I even went so far to find somebody to mount the damn camera. It's not mounted yet, but I've done it all. Like bro, let me hit the damn button. I'm getting frustrated, pissed.
Now unqualified advice from B Love.
We just playing, man. Everything's cool.
Relation tip.
Sometimes God would just bless you. I ain't gonna lie, like this. I didn't know what we were gonna talk about. But my relationship aligns directly. I wrote this one down directly with the show. And it's going to seem like we planned this, but we didn't. My relationship really goes out to the ladies. Ladies, check it out. Just because we like to hang with our homies and go out doesn't mean we don't love you. I can't make this up. And look. You saw me just read that off my phone.
Oh.
I had this screenshot before I even came on this podcast.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes, and you took one of my words I was going to say, sometimes if we say we're going out, it's probably because either we just want to have a good time, or sometimes it's because we need a mental, I'm not going to say that word now, mental break. Want to get out of the house and just really think about nothing and do absolutely nothing. Some of y'all think that when we go outside, looking at other women, flirting and all this stuff, but sometimes we just might be chilling with the homies. Earlier on in the podcast, there was something I was like, man, I'm not even going to say that because if I tell her that, I know it's going to start a relationship. Start a fight. If I carry that same thought out with me with my homies whenever we go out, we're probably going to talk about this subject, and I'm going to be able to express what I couldn't express to India with them. Like, man, she made me so mad the other day. I almost told her X, Y, Z. Then I'm going to be able to tell them that. We're going to bounce back and forth. And hopefully, if they are my good friends, they're going to tell me why I shouldn't have said that or why I should have said that. And then we can go on and move on from there. But typically when we go out, it's not to show you that we don't love you, because damn it, we do love you. But we like to go out and have a good time. And just because you don't want to go out doesn't mean I have to also stay in the house. You can't handcuff one person because of something that you think or something that you want to do. And that's my relationship. Ladies, specifically, and this was, I'm telling you, I'm not even lying. Let me tell you the time that I wrote this down, because I know this is gonna have a timestamp on this thing. 9:48 a.m. What time did we start recording?
Oh, I don't know.
We started recording probably at about, I don't know either. But I already had that written. So that's my relationship. Do you feel like that when I go out? Do you think I'm not in love with you or something? Do you think I just, what do you think?
No.
So what do you think when I go out? Like,
it has nothing to...
I'm asking.
Oh, this is so exhausting. I don't care about you going out.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, God.
Are you talking about, I mean, there was somebody that you went out with recently that I was feeling the way about with, but you also know I don't like that person. I don't. So
That's a second part of that tip. Also, fellas, know your company too. If you're going out with somebody your wife finds a little bit shaky, you can't go everywhere with that person. You need to know like your limits, right? Like I'm not going out with certain people past a certain time because I know what she's going to be thinking. Some people I can go out with, we can hang out to the wee hours of the morning.
It has nothing to do with what I'm be thinking. It has everything to do with I think they're fucked up people. That's it. So, other than that, I don't care about you going out.
Like that.
It is about you not prioritizing me in your life. That's all this is about. Again, prime example of you not hearing me. I don't care about you going out.
I ain't gonna say nothing else till we go out there. I'm ready to unload. You hear me? And when you have a mediator, it's easier to get things off your chest. So, and I got some new insurance, so hopefully you think it'll be cheaper.
I don't know.
I'm all about that bottom, that mighty dollar. Let's get it.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
So this has nothing to do with anything that we've been talking about, but it is a body count question. And I don't know like how people can keep asking body count questions. We talked about this enough.
Yeah.
But the question is, how do you handle a body count question? So I'm 25. I've just started seeing this guy who is 34. And he asked me, no one has ever asked me, nor have I counted or considered mine high. Not that it matters, but he said he wants to know because it's bothering him. And when I objected to the question and asked he said, oh, is it that high then? Followed by, it matters because I mean something to him. He's gaslighting you. I feel like he's holding my value on my answer. I need some vocab for my response because I know he's not going to let it go. I'm pretty hard to offend, but here we are. Please help.
Give us some vocab, Queen. Let her know what you would say. I know what you would say.
Considering it's a guy that you just started dating, if he can't get past the question, then just stop dating him. Because the body count question, like I've already said, it does not matter. Like, especially if he don't want to give you his body count, he's 34. There's no telling how many girls he slept with. So it literally does not matter. And like I said, the whole body count question, nobody should be asking your body count. And as far as like names of guys that you slept with, I feel like that should only be revealed is if you slept with one of his friends or if you slept with somebody that he knows that's in his like inner circle or something like that. Other than that, it ain't nobody's business but yours. So I would tell him, I don't have to disclose that information with you. I've never disclosed that information with anybody. It doesn't matter if it's high or not. What matters is that I'm currently dating you. And if you can't get past that, then
I gotta get past
maybe this won't go any further. Sounds like he has like self-esteem and ego issues. It's not worth it to me.
I don't see why people I don't see why people still asking that, man, in 2022. Listen, if she came back and told you her body count was 8, how would you feel about that? I'm sitting there thinking, I need some math. 8 means that she started having sex when she was about 21. She had sex with 2 people a year. 4 times 2 is 8. So simple mathematics is 8. Like, what's an appropriate number at this point? Like, she's 25, how old, 34. What's the exception? I mean, what number would you say, okay, cool, with 20, I slept with 20 men. Would that be too many? So what's too many? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. The only thing that should matter is when she's with you, she putting that Watusi on you the right way. You see what I'm saying? She's laying it down. Everybody else don't matter. Because listen, at first, I used to be the guy that, man, listen, if I walk in the room and I know you slept with somebody that, you know, probably, maybe, I know you slept with somebody in this room, they may be looking at me crazy. I don't really care about that. I'm sleeping with you now, and I know how good that thing is. I don't blame them for getting it. That thing fire. That's what I be saying to myself.
You just be taking it too far.
I'm just letting you know. So man, you 34.
This ain't even your tip. Like,
I know, but listen, bro.
Like,
if you're 34 years old, you worried about some body count. That means you probably ain't never really had no women. That's what they tell me. Seriously, when a man start asking a lady their body count at a certain age, that means...
I mean, he could be intimidated by what your number could be. So, I mean, that may be the case. But regardless, he shouldn't be asking it. So,
or she may have put it on him too good. And he's like, man, how'd you learn how to do this? I ain't never had nobody do this before. You must have did it with at least 25 people to know how to do that thing with your body. And that's what's happening. She put it on him too good, and now he's head over heels.
That ain't necessarily the case.
And then why you want to know the name? Because he said you want to know the name of the people too, right?
No.
I want their name and their social security number. Everybody you had sex with, because I need to know. The only thing you need to know, brother, is if she clean, she protecting herself, you know what I'm saying? You know, STD free. As long as you know that, and that thing get wet when you touch it, that's all that matters. Shouldn't nothing else matter.
You done?
I'm done. Give it up.
You just took over.
I couldn't help. Cause I'm sick of that question. We too old for that, man. We are just much too old to be asking that question. Anyway, I'm not gonna prolong it. She about to go set up a therapy session. I know she can't wait, but I'm gonna get it off in therapy, and I'm gonna come back and let y'all know how it's gonna go. Tell the people they can find you, cause I'm gonna get my shit off.
India.Marie.
Because when you point one finger, you got two pointing back at you. You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Also, leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead and slide over to YouTube and not only hear the audio experience, but check out the visual display. Go ahead and check that out. Like, subscribe, and share. In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.